Good. All right, audio check. Hello, hello, everyone. Okay, so we are focusing on lower leg today. A few things you're going to need. A pillow for some of the floor work or something equivalent in size. I have a strap to offer you a modification with it. If you have one, it might be nice to try. Otherwise, you don't have to have one. And then blocks or something equivalent in size there too. All right. Oh, and then a chair just for balance purposes for some of the standing stuff. In class today, I want us to take a very mindful approach to what we're sensing, because fascia is a sensory organ, in our legs. What do we feel and what does that tell you about your body? We're going to play a little bit. Today, we're going to warm up together with some foot and toe and ankle stuff. And then we're going to move into a unique sequence. We're going to start by focusing on the major muscle groups in the lower body. So round one, we're going to do quads, hamstrings, ITB, inner thigh, and calves. And we'll repeat those same muscle groups for round two, but with different fascia activations. Super fun. So I might even refer back to my notes because I want to double check and make sure that I have executed what I've planned out for you today. So feel free to take a moment, gather anything you need, and we are going to start in standing today. Best to take your socks off if you have them on, so you can feel the floor beneath you. Some of this stuff, if you prefer to be sitting for this, you can do this in seated as well, but making sure your feet are flat. We are going to warm up the feet. What we're doing here is getting stimulation, blood flow, starting the practice of contracting the muscles while moving. Begin first with your left foot. You're going to put the ball of the foot into the ground like this. Notice if you sink out into that hip and just structure your pelvis and rib cage to stack. From here, we're going to rock and roll the ball of the foot. So you're going to move and put pressure towards the pinky edge of the ball of your foot. And then circle it around, bring it to the big toe side. And then just continue. So you're just going to roll in, roll out. You can open up those toes. I want you to feel the bones moving in your feet. A lot of times we have our feet constricted in shoes. Sometimes you need it. I'm not saying we don't. But the bones can't move freely, so it's nice to give them a break with the opportunity to open up, clearing out some of that space that gets jammed up in there. All right, is your knee moving a lot? Are your hips moving? Is it just your ankle and nothing else? Right? So how you move is unique to you and to your fascia. All right, good. Let's switch to the other side. You're going to go to the ball of the foot. You're just basically side to side with your feet, rolling to the big toe and to the pinky. So just feeling those toes lifting and opening and spreading, and then feeling the bones in your foot move. Good. So I like this too because your nervous system has to immediately communicate all the way through your body to your toes, to sense, to feel, to refer back information. Good? Good. All right, we're going to switch back to the other foot. So I'm going to mirror you. So your left foot, my right foot. You're going to flip your foot and rest the top of the foot on the ground. If you feel just your toes right now, feel free to hold on to something for balance and bend a little bit lower. So ideally, you're going to feel the top of the foot and you're going to rock and roll in and out. Same thing here, but you'll notice, is your ankle kind of loosey-goosey? Does it feel tight? For me, I have a lot of pressure in the bony surfaces near my big toe on this leg. So I'm going to ease off of that if it feels a little bit too much. I'm going to do less pressure. You always have the control to modify anything we're doing, taking it lighter, small range of motion to fit your body. Good. In and out a couple more times. We're just stimulating. Good. Bend a little deeper. Push off both feet to step together. A little fascia rebound. Take a little heel raise here. I feel a lot of stuff happening. Or maybe you do too. Lift your toes. Just movement. Movement wherever you can get it in new ways. Flip your right foot. Bend a little deeper. Feeling secure in the standing leg. And rock and roll side to side. Maybe you have little cracks. Maybe you want the foot back further. I like to keep offering you different ways that you can place your body so you can play around with how it feels and where you want to be. This one, I don't have that same bony push that I did on the first foot. So there's a difference. I have more stability in some areas of this ankle versus the other. Information. You've heard me say it 100 times. Bend a little bit deeper, rebound off the floor to step together. Now we're going to move into the whole front line fascia. So think of the top of the foot, front of the shin, over the knee, quad, hip flexor, belly, 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 and all the way up to the top. Think of like a mini curtsy. We're keeping gentle activation going as well with some controlled movement. We're going to start lower, bending down into the legs. Feel your legs. Feel that right leg stable and strong. Feel your butt, your hamstrings, your quad, your core. Just noticing that all those muscle groups work together. You're gently pushing the top of the foot, the left foot, into the ground. Activate your leg. Contract your muscles. Even if they don't automatically do it, feel what it's like to tell them to. And you're going to slowly straighten your body up. Good. At the top, give that left glute a little squeeze to push the pelvis forward a little bit to extend through and elongate through the hip flexor. Lift your rib cage, lift your sternum. Take that left arm up to the sky. Open up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it everything down. Top of the foot presses lightly into the ground. Follow through, continuation all the way up. Exhale, bring it down. One more time. Feel the connection. I'd rather have a little cushion on the mat. Feel the leg muscles. Slowly straightening pelvis forward just a little bit. No back pain though. Elongate. Feel that elongation, contraction through your abdominals. Open it up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Switching feet. Standing nice and firm on that left leg. Flip your right foot. Bend it down. Press to contract the leg. Feel the leg muscles contracting. First one slower to come up. Noticing the muscle contraction along the way. Squeeze the glute to bring the pelvis forward slightly and then lift. Abdominals are lightly engaged. Heart to the sky. Follow through. Arm comes up. Opening up that whole front line. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Pressing down into the ground. Finding more flow on this one. Engaging the front line. Visualizing it in your body. Reach it up. Good. Exhale, bring it down. Last time, feel that contraction. Squeeze your glute. That's going to help you get the work in the front of your hip. Opening up, and exhale, bring it down. Excellent job. Wonderful work. Shake it out, making your way down to the ground. We're going to go onto our hands and knees. Feet are flat. Hands are below your shoulders. Hands press forward, knees back. You know this one, cat camel. So you're contracting by pushing those hands forward, creating muscle contraction through the whole back side of your body. Reversing, hands press back, knees forward, waving through the spine, belly drops, lifting the sternum, chin tuck, gaze to the front of your mat. Hold that for a second. You're still pressing those hands back, so make sure you feel it even on right side, left side. Hands forward, knees back. Round it up. Now really tuck that tailbone. Drop your head all the way. And you can just create little micro movements side to side. Your abdominals should be feeling fired up right here, making them contract. Reversing, hands back, knees forward, wave through the spine. Lift the sternum, slight chin tuck. We have one more time here. Hands forward, knees back. Tuck the tailbone, round and lift the belly. Feel the backs of the shoulders because you're pressing your hands forward. And reverse, hands back, knees forward, belly drops. Breathing, lift your heart, retract your shoulders, lengthen the back of your neck with a chin to the throat tuck with a little lift in the back of the head. And coming to flat back. Open your knees, feet together. Take a big step forward with your hands and shift your body over your hands. Bring those hands a little wide. Good, slight chin tuck and lift your rib cage up. Activate by pressing the hands back like they're going to slide underneath you. Slowly start to bring your hips back, taking your time to notice the muscle contraction. Once you're almost back to where you feel comfortable, Pause, scoot your hands forward a step, firm up the whole hand, all the fingertips pressing into the ground, and then sink your armpits towards the floor, creating more elongation through your thoracic spine. Lift your body up 2 inches, press the hands again, and slow to come down. If you feel anything in your shoulders, ease off of everything we're doing or skip this one. Pressing gently in. Okay, staying here, and I want you to look down at your belly button. Keep the hands into the ground firmly, but lightly. Chin tuck, look forward. One more time, look down. Inhale to your rib cage. And exhale, look up. Hands push forward as if they're going to slide past the front of your mat. Legs activate to bring your body forward. Good. Okay. Taking a seat, we're going to make our way all the way down to the floor. We're going to start round 1 lower legs. So just as I went through in the beginning, quads, hamstrings, ITB, inner thigh, calves. We're starting with the quads. All right. Take a moment to get cozy. Grab that block, if you didn't have it within reach, and that same strap if you want it, but you don't have to have it. Okay, quads first. Make sure your hips are level from right to left. Tap your sacrum a few times into the ground. All right, settle into your neutral spine here. Shoulder blades falling back. Feel the ribs soften towards the floor. You can even use your hands on the ribs to just gently guide the ribs to integrate into the body. Good. Bringing your right leg up to the sky, hands behind your knee. Take your left ankle and cross it on top. Kicking up with the right foot so you're contracting your right quads. On a scale from 0 to 10, with the amount of muscle contraction to use, you're at about a 3 here. Relax to come up. You're kicking up the entire time. Your left foot pushes it down. So you're focusing on your right quad, looking at your knee. It should be tracking as best you can with the same shoulder. You're just kind of working through the fascia right in the belly of your quad right now. Let's do about 5 more. Relax to come up. This is one that slowly begins to burn more and more. 5. And that's okay. We want that. 4. Your left hamstring might be talking to you. 3. Mine certainly is. You're strengthening it. And 2. One more time. Kicking that right foot up and slowly bringing it down. Gently let go and reach your legs to the sky and just notice anything you're feeling. Good. Hands will go behind your left knee and take your right ankle on top of your left. Notice I have about this much bend. You're not starting too low and you're not starting all the way straight. You have a soft bend of the knee to begin. Kick the left foot up into the right. Right wins. Keep contracting as you push down. Relax to come up. Okay, is your knee in line with your shoulder? Good. You're at about a level 3 for muscle contraction. Good. If you're feeling tired and it's fatiguing, you're going probably a little too hard. Just making sure that we have the muscle contracted and you're pushing in the right direction. Good. We have 5 more. Might be jumpy a little bit. That's okay. 5. Here's 4. Right hammy's feeling like it's getting a workout. 3. Woo. 2. Excellent. One more time. Good. We're moving on to hamstrings. So if you have that block, let's place it underneath your left foot. If you don't have it, your foot can be on the ground. I'm going to show you first with the strap, and then I'll show you with just the hands. Okay, so with the strap, you're going to place the strap across the ball of the foot, and then you're going to have either end lengthening down, grabbing onto each side. So the hamstrings, to shorten them, you want to start with your leg away from you. Now with the strap, you're basically going to pause and press into the strap. So you're feeling the ball of the foot, pressing in, and wait until you feel it in the hamstrings. Once you do, then very slowly start to bring that foot towards your body. Take this slow. Focus more on the neurological connection of the nerves talking to the muscle, talking to the fascia. Relax to come back out. If you are doing this without a strap, your hands will be behind your leg like this. You can start up or stay down. You're pressing your leg away from you into your hands, waiting till you feel that hamstring, and then you're slowly bringing the leg towards your chest. Okay, let's all start your choice for this next hamstring one. Okay, let's take our first pause. We're going to do 5 really slow together. Find your muscle contraction, holding it 1, holding it 2. Keep it, and slowly bringing the leg in. Contracting in the hamstrings, the back of the thigh where you need it. Breathing in and out through your nose as best as you can. You're still contracting, and relax to start again. Okay, contract, hold it 1, hold it 2. Making sure you have it first. Keep it through the movement. Good, relax to start again. We have 3 more, keeping that contraction. Tuning into what you're feeling. Let your body communicate with you and listening to what it's saying. Good. And again. Okay, feeling nice and focused. Breathing. 1 more. Find that reaching contraction through the shortened tissue. If you have the strap, maybe you lift your hands up higher for a slightly different trajectory of movement. Maybe turn the knee out a little in or a little out. And then relax. Releasing. Switching sides. Right foot on the ground or on the block. Strap or no strap. 5 reps. Getting set up. Leg starts away from your body. Feeling structured through your pelvis. All right, contract your muscles. Pressing into the strap or into your hands. Keeping it in a very slow first rep here. What are you feeling? What's the quality of your muscle contraction? What does it feel like compared to the right? You're still pressing up. Maybe the arms come up there. Relax to start again. Pressing, holding, finding your contraction. Good, keeping it. Keeping it. Relax to start again. And press. Good, we have 2 more. Press. Maybe going a half an inch more if you're able to maintain that contraction. 1 more time, relax, kick it away, hold it. Using your transverse abdominis to stabilize. Excellent, gentle to release. We're moving on to the ITB. Laying on your side. Okay, bottom leg is down. Lift your top leg up, pressing into your hand to contract the outside of your thigh. Keep pressing up as your hand wins to bring it down for 10. Relax on the way up. You can adjust how far away your legs are from your chest. Make this feel that it's accessible to you. 3, keep that focus on the outside muscle groups contracting. You're getting your lateral quad, your lateral hamstrings, your lateral glutes, all those muscles as they are under and around the ITB. Good. Keep going. Here's 5. Remember, you can go lighter if you need to. 4. Let your fascia evolve. It remodels, but it takes time. Do what feels good to you today. Excellent. Last one. Good. Gently rolling back onto the hands and knees. Good. Grab your pillow, switching sides, or just flip the other way and listen to me. Okay, knees bent, stack your hips. Okay, make sure that you're not arching your rib cage down. Integrate the rib cage as well. Top leg lifts up. Press it up, hold it to feel it. Keep it as you move. There's 10. Relax to come up. Bottom leg can plug more firmly into the ground to feel a little bit more structure for your spine. 3. Working with your body. 4. Good. A couple more here. Here's 5. I have a little clicky on this one. 4, and it's changing. It sounds different almost every time. 3. Engage your transverse for spinal support. 2. One more time. Beautiful. Gently rolling onto the hands and knees to push yourself back up. You can place the pillow on the floor like this because you're going to kneel on it. So let's take your right knee down and left leg up to the side like this. Your left knee and toes are facing directly to the side. If that doesn't happen with your rotation and range of motion of your pelvis, if you're in front a little bit, that's okay. Try not to be behind is the only thing. So right to the side or slightly in front. You're going to resist your legs in. Focus on the leg that's on the floor, the knee that's down. And the leg that's up is going to pull you this way, dragging to elongate that inner thigh. Then pause, redirect your focus, push down into the foot, kick it this way to contract your quad to initiate your body coming back to start again. So it's squeezing in. Keep squeezing in as you drag. If your knee is going really far past your toes, move your foot out more to the side. Press down and away. Squeeze your glutes, your quads. Make all those muscles work together. Squeeze in. Drag it down. Good. Feel the quality. Is it really tight in the inner thigh? Press down and away. Pelvis as neutral as you can. Squeeze in. Nice and easy. Bring it down. Push in the floor. Muscles contract to bring you up. Squeeze in. If you feel like you want to change your distance, challenge a little bit, you can certainly do it. Push down and away. Maybe scoot the foot out more. Good. Squeeze in, in. Maybe sink into it a little bit more. You're still contracting if you're pausing. Moving, little micro movements. Push down and away. Last time, squeeze in. Nice and easy. Just flow. Press down and away. Good. Scoot that foot in nice and easy. And sitting back, switch the pillow and knee. So left knee's down, right knee is up. Okay, toes facing the side, or if you're tight in range of motion, bring it forward. Good. Take your first moment to squeeze in. Feeling the inner thigh contract on that left leg now as you slowly bring it down. Push down and away, contract quads, butt, pelvis is neutral. Here we go. Squeeze it in. Push it down and away. Using that full posture, squeeze in. Something just cracked and that felt good. Press down and away. Ah, there it is. Squeeze in. Sometimes I have to roll to the inside of that knee a little bit to get more in the inner thigh. Double check if you need to do that too. Press down and away. Good. Squeeze in. Quality, feeling the inner thigh, elongating it. Pause, press down and away. Squeeze in. Breathe. Press down and away. Next one, we're going to do a little micro movement. Squeeze in. Good. Once you're here, you can bounce it out a little bit. You're still contracting in that left inner thigh. You can look over your shoulder. You can move the hips forward and back. You can sink the pelvis down more. Press down and away to come back up. Excellent job. Moving on to the calves. Onto your hands and knees. Take a moment to stabilize here. If you're grounded through your feet, flip your toes under and send your hips to the sky for a downward dog position. Adjust the distance between your hands and feet, settling in here for a moment and reach your heels down to the ground. All right, do you feel tighter on your right calf, left calf? Do you feel it in your heel or your Achilles tendon or behind the knee? Lift your heels up to the sky. Lift the belly towards your spine, armpits towards your thighs. And settle both heels down again. Good. Firm up the hands, lift up again. Now I want you to feel more pressure, like you're actively pushing all 10 toes and the ball of the feet into the ground. Good. Keep your left heel up. You're going to just lower the right heel down. You're pushing firmly through the ball of the foot as you reach that heel for the ground. And now switch. Bring them both up. Press the left ball of the foot into the ground and the toes. Slow to lower that heel down. So now you can go a little bit faster. The idea here is that you're pushing firmly into the ball of the foot as you're bringing the heel down, not passive. That's going to contract the calf muscles, the Achilles, and then you're elongating the tissue with those muscles contracted. Here's 4. 3, let the shoulder blades glide down your back if you're feeling this in your shoulders. And 2. And 1. Both heels down, just a nice casual leg position. Hands press forward, lifting up to the heels now, or to the heels up, rolling your spine out into a high plank. Adjust if you need to. Feel like you're pushing the floor away with your hands and fingers. 3, hold 2, hold 1. Gently drop one knee at a time. Hands press back towards your knees and reach and sit your hips back. Feeling this through the upper body. Tuck your tailbone. Keep your hands pressed into the ground. Let your head drop and look at your knees. Keep pressing the hands into the ground. Chin to the throat, tuck, lengthen the back of the head as you gaze forward. Okay, take a seat. All right, so for the next part, we're going back to the quads. We have a whole new set of activations. For the quad, I like to take a pillow or a block. I'm going to place it underneath my leg, like so. Other foot can be crossed here. It can be out to the side. You can also be leaning against a couch. I want to give you all these ideas because, like I said, everybody's so different. What you feel and what you need in your body is different too. All right, so we're using our fingers to manually work the tissues in our quad like a rectangle position. So we're going to start with your thumbs, and you're going to come from the center of your knee back or up and to the outside first, like this. And you're just going to do some circular motions. You can go up and down, side to side, or circles. But you're not trying to just dig in and push down and break up any fascia. You're trying to get stimulation, blood flow, create more hydration in the fascial tissue, that movement bringing fluid into the fascial matrix. And then you're going to move it into the center and just be aware. What are you feeling? Oh my gosh, there's a knot there. Oh my gosh, it's really tight. Oh, I felt that radiate down my calf. Any of the above. And then you're going in more medially towards the inside. Good, and now you can just continue. You're going to work basically up the edge of your quads, not so much in the inner thigh, not in the belly of the quad, but that space kind of in between. And you can use your thumbs. You can bring your fingers in. You're just kind of working that fascial connection between your quad, your vastus medialis, and your adductors. You can then, once you're towards the hip, you're going to go across the hip. You're going to hit those hip flexors a little bit, so take your time. If I'm moving too fast and you need to pause, just pause. Woohoo! Found one, and work in a particular area of need. Oh boy, right? Lots to discover. And then once you're ready, you'll go up the far side or the lateral aspect of your quads by your vastus lateralis. And my vastus lateralis is sending me a lot of signals right now. It's like, wow. Tight, tender, tingly. It's asking me for a massage. But you're just getting some really good stimulation through this area. Yeah. Okay, whew. And by the knee on my lateral aspect, this is really a dense, tight area. So I probably then in the next few days would hopefully remember to spend a little bit of time, just gentle manipulation here. I've also been doing some silicone cupping that I have at home, and I'll be doing more videos for that too. But they're not, you can get them on Amazon or through a couple websites that I can offer information. But it's great because you could wear shorts, you could get a little oil, and then if you find these tender spots, we can do some cupping stuff, and I'll give you more information on how to do that. So if you're really interested, send me a message and ask me about it, and I can give you more information. Okay, switch sides. Other leg. Get cozy, right? Take your thumbs. You're going to start on the outside first. So go center from the knee and up and to the side a little bit. So if you're on your right leg, you're towards the ITB part of your leg. Same with the left. And fingers, thumbs. You want to keep your digits fairly straight. You don't want to hyperextend them to push like this at the wrist or anywhere else. Try to keep kind of a rigid, straight digit position. Okay. So actually now I went inside first, didn't I? You could go either way. Basically, you got to hit that full triangle. I'm going to go back in. I have one thumb on top of the other because that offers a little bit more depth of support. And remember, we're going in a direction. We're not just pushing in. We're moving. Ah, found another. Kind of tracing the border of your quads. Maybe you'll notice that you have some atrophy or some less muscle density than the first side or more. Okay, check out those little flexors a little bit more on the outside. How are they feeling? And here goes my lateral side. So I have a little work to do. I think that actually I'm discovering a little low back stiffness that I am feeling most days until I get moving. And I think this might be a bit of a culprit. Okay, almost done. And then we're moving on to hamstrings again. Okay, good. All right, so if you have your blocks, let's grab those now. We're going to be doing runner hamstring. Feel free to grab a cushion for your knee if you want one. Let's bring your right foot forward first. So we just stimulated flow through the quads just to help us to read our hamstrings a little bit better. Okay, so your knee is above your ankle to start in line with your second toe. So as you're doing this one, double check your knees not dripping in or dropping out. You're going to come forward so your hands are on both of the blocks. Take a look at your alignment, your pelvis, are you rotated, all that good stuff. You're going to press that front foot down and back. You can be flat foot or on your heel with toes up. And take your first movement back. Hips go towards the foot. Relax as you come forward. And contract. Keeping that contraction. If you're thinking about how much resistance to do, on that scale from 0 to 10, 10 being the most contraction you can ever do, 0 being none, I want you at like a 3 or 4. Hamstrings are a big muscle group, so you can really contract them more than let's say the muscles in your finger. But I don't want you to go so hard that it's disrupting what you're feeling. And notice we're not going to end range, right? We're never trying to straighten the leg all the way and create a traditional stretch. If you keep going and you're able to feel the contraction still, you can keep going, but just making sure to stop before you feel any strain anywhere. Relax to come forward. All right, let's do about 2 more of these, taking it slow. Feeling the hamstring elongate. Maybe you lift your tailbone a little bit. Your heel still pressing down or your foot. 1 more time. Taking your time. I'm going to bring my hands to the floor. Let those toes come up. Press that heel down. Maybe do a little wave. Some micro movements somewhere in your body. Little bounces as long as you're contracting your hamstring. And then relax to come back up. Good. Bringing your right foot down. Take a moment to come up onto the knees. Squeeze your right butt cheek, your hamstrings. Use them. Belly engages from the front for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, left foot's coming forward. Good. Double check that you're not on a line, but you have your feet hip width apart. Okay, find your setup, shoulder blades back, slight chin tuck. Front foot pushes down and back. Give that a pause for a second. You're at a level 3. You can go to a 2, to a 1. Try not to go too much higher today. Let's just take this really light. Just working through some of the superficial and deep fascia. Just wanted to point out I was feeding into my right hip rotation. So square your hips off even if it doesn't feel quite natural to you, because then we'll find a pathway of fascia that might need to change that's keeping us in our rotation. Good, relax to come back forward. Press it back, keep pressing back. Maybe you want to bring those toes up, maybe bring the hands down, keep pressing the heel down, contracting the hamstring the whole time. Here's 3. Lifting the tailbone maybe. 2. We have one more time. And 1. Gentle to release, bringing that foot down. Good, press down through the feet. Come up onto the knees, squeeze both your tush, your transverse, your core for 3, 2, and 1. Making your way down onto the floor for ITB again. Okay. You actually could use a block for this one, I think. I'll try it with a block to see, actually. And then you can also get rid of it at any point, too. You're coming down. We're going to do a figure 4 hook for the ITB. So let's start with our left foot on the block, and you're going to move it to the side like this. You're going to take the right foot, and you're going to hook it over and let your legs fall to the left. So if your left foot is on the block, your legs are to the left. Arms out to a T for support, and ribs, plug them in. Don't let them float to the sky. You're going to press your left knee into the right heel. Your right heel is your hook. And you're going to let the right leg win. You're contracting the lateral aspect of your left leg and slowly bringing it down. You can feel that your pressure of your foot into the block will change as you make your rainbow to the side. We're going to do 2 more slow. Start to the left, kick to the left, right one wins. This one's not too aggressive. You don't maybe feel super really isolated in the ITB area, but you have a lot happening. Once you're there, let the left rib cage sink down a little bit more. Your left leg still plugging up into your right foot. Relax to bring it over. Good. One more time. You're pressing your legs to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Good. And release. Switch it up. Right foot on the block. Bring that block to the right side of your mat. Left crosses over to hook. Legs fall to the right. Good. Resist your right knee towards the floor to the right. Left is going to win. Keep that contraction all the way through. It's really easy for this to just stop contracting. So just double check that you have it. Good. Bringing it down and then relax. Bring it back over to the right. 2 more. Find that contraction. Keep it. It's like a gentle vibration of muscle contraction on the right lateral aspect of your thigh. Let that right rib cage stay down as that knee goes down. Relax to bring it over. 1 more time. Gentle contraction and keep it. Feel your body as you move. Right knee's pressing to the right. Left leg is overcoming that resistance and carrying the leg to the right. Good. And release. Rolling to your side to come up. We're almost there. Inner thighs. Grab your pillow. And let's bring your right knee down, left leg to the side. You're going to lift the pinky edge of your foot to the sky. Your inside portion of your foot is pressed in, micro bend in your knee. Bring your hands down to the ground. Try to double check that you're not kind of off to the side. It's kind of hard to see, like the ribs and pelvis might have you start in a weird position, like something like this. Make sure you're lifting the ribs, pelvis is square to the floor, and your hands are directly in front of your body. Okay, squeeze the inner thigh, contracting as if your foot's going to slide in with that left leg, and then your hips are going to slowly pull back. You might get the feeling like you have to come out of this, like there's a little cramp or something like that happens. Ease off. Go lighter. Maybe you don't even move back. Maybe you just hold this and wait until you feel the inner thigh in that straight leg. Maybe you move a 1/2 inch and that's enough. Everyone's going to be different here. We have 5. Good. Keeping focused on the next 4, flushing out some of those adhesions, reorganizing the fascia on the inner thigh. 3, we're going pretty basic. We're not flowing too much on this one. We're just tuning in. 2, relax to come forward. One more time. And 1. Gentle to come out of it. Heel toe, rebend that knee, and switching to the other side. So your other knee is going to come down and bring your other leg out. So your right leg is out, your left knee is down. Inside edge of the foot. Okay, right away, just double check your pelvis, squaring off, hands down to the ground. Squeezing in, feel the inner thigh, and then slowly start to pull back, monitoring how far is appropriate for this leg. Relax to come forward. Gently squeeze it in as you pull back. 2. Good. Nice and easy. Feel what changes after each rep. Good. Ribs are lifted. Breath is through the nose. Good. Let's do 2 more together. Contracting, either holding it, pulling back a little bit, pulling back a lot. 1 more. Nice and easy. Good. And release. Careful to transition. And we're going to come to stand for 1 more calf. And this is one of my oldies but goodies. So as you're standing, we're going to go into a runner stretch for your calves, but we're going to contract and move to get into the position. So you're going to start with 1 foot in front of the other like this. So if you're looking straight on, I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm just about hip width apart. This is where you could bring that chair in if you want to hold on so you're not worrying so much about balance. Legs are straight but not locked out, both of them. To begin, you're going to press your back heel into the ground to contract your calf and back. And then in the opposite direction, as if this back leg wants to slide back, front leg forward. Once you feel that, really focus on that back leg, your whole body goes as one. You don't want to bend the knee and keep your upper body up here. Your back's not going to love that. So you move everything from your whole body, pelvis, and that front leg to come forward like that. You can kind of look at my form there. And then relax to come back. All right, let's do it. I'm going to bring in some support for balance here. We have 5 of these together to finish up strong. All right, feel that opposition. Feel your back glute. Keep it. Keep that heel down. If your heel starts to come up, don't go any further. Feel across the ball of the foot and the toes. Relax to come back up. Resistant opposites. Hold it. 1, 2. Keep it. Squeeze your tush. Ball the foot into the ground. Heels down. Good. Relax to come back up. Maybe you move less. Maybe you keep your upper body coming forward, but you don't go as far and you focus more on the muscle contraction. 2 more. Nice and easy. Good. Your front leg's being strengthened. You might be able to feel that. Good. And release. Switching sides. Bringing the other foot back. Both legs straight-ish. Parallel legs. Okay, press that back heel down and foot back. Front foot forward. Feel it in the back calf. Good. Keep it as you elongate. Then taking the focus to the ball of the foot and the toes. Good. If you're rotating your spine, double check you're squared off. I was rotating. Relax to come back. We have 4 more. Taking this time to tune into your body. Be grateful for all the things it's doing. So much is happening in it all the time. Good. Let's do 2 more. Resisting. Feel that front foot pressing forward. Get that opposition. Relax to come back. Last one. Holding 1, 2. Maybe a little bit more in the toes here. Contracting from the knee down. Your whole foot, toes, calf, Achilles, everything's being worked on. Relax to come back up. Good. Come back up to stand. Roll the shoulders up and back. Good. All right, last thing on the floor to finish, kind of cool down, but bring it all together. Take a seat, however you're most comfortable. You can be on a pillow, against a couch. And I have this, but I'm going to probably do this free. It's called snake bite for the ankle. With a block, you'll kind of rest your leg here and you're going to reach forward if you're able to and grab at the ankle. That might be hard if you're tight in your hamstrings or hip. So I tend to lean back and I lift one leg up like this. Or you can be against a couch, like I said. So you're really just trying to grab around your ankle at the skin and you're trying to pull it this way towards your knees, creating a little bit of a directional pull on your skin. And then you're really going to focus on the fingers that are touching around your Achilles tendon and then the thumbs at the top. So you're going to point and then flex. You're pinning the skin in the back of your calf right here as you're flexing. Then you're pinning it on the top of your shin. So you're just pointing and flexing. You might feel like kind of a tight rubber bandy type of pull. That's tight fascia. Point. And a lot of us have really tight fascia around our Achilles. You can get more specific. You can move your fingers more towards the heel, away. I like to kind of take them to the borders of the Achilles tendon. I try to feel that. You can point and flex with your foot in or out. You can move it any way you want. You're playing here too. 2 more. Good. 1. Woo! And 2. If anyone has plantar fasciitis, that's a good one to do. Other side. Rest on the block. Rest against the couch. Your pick. Grab a hold, pull that skin down. Maybe if you're here, really work that chin tuck, shoulders back, and pointing and flexing. Oh, yeah, it needs it. I am just keep kind of adjusting each rep around my Achilles tendon. And just feeling different areas to discover if there's really a lot of tightness. Good. Here's 5. 4, 3, focus more on my point a little bit, and 2, and 1. Good, let that foot come down. Grounding, centering yourself, resting your arms, shoulder blades in their home, slight chin tuck with a little lift in the back of the head, ribs stacked over pelvis. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, slow to finish. Good job. Thank you for joining me today. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon.
Recording stop.